For me, like when I speak with employers, one of their fears is that inclusive recruitment costs lots of money. But I think what's really interesting, there's kind of small things you can do that can kind of support people to move in and through that recruitment process easier. Like, is there anything that you guys are doing at Kindred to support people who may need some additional support when it comes to interviewing?
Well, I think firstly, inclusive recruitment can be expensive, but using companies like AKG means it's cost-free, we get a fully inclusive service, and it supports us as an employer to be placing people back into the workplace. Things like reasonable adjustments at interview. If there was any declared disability, we'd speak to the candidate prior to interview. Maybe they might need more time on the questions, maybe they might need a quiet area. Inclusive recruitment is supporting people back into meaningful employment, it's supporting those who might not be given a chance by other employers, I feel, and we use companies like AKG to provide us with meaningful recruitment.
We don't need employers to rip up the recruitment kind of practice and strategy, but there's small things they can do that can make it just a bit easier, as simple as using inclusive language within their job descriptions.
I don't think employers fully understand the level of support that we can provide. We work with employers in a number of different ways. Specifically on our IPS and Connect to Work programs, we really want to drive inclusive recruitment, and part of that is being able to have those open and direct conversations with employers and get them to be open-minded.
For employers who are listening and kind of like wanting to get involved in inclusive recruitment, what does that mean?
I think this is where employers get quite a lot of fear. We've got so many hidden disabilities, and actually it might just mean a little bit of flexibility.
The worst thing that you can do around your inclusive recruitment strategy is nothing.
Yes.
Right?
You know, I talk all the time about how health should never just be a bolt-on to any kind of service that we're offering. So if we're thinking about employability, it shouldn't just be a bolt-on to that, it needs to be embedded.
I would 100% recommend this approach to other employers. For myself, it's a no-brainer. For one, it instantly boosts your DEI, inclusive recruitment, social recruitment practices within your organisation, but it also improves everything across the board at your sites or in your head office, wherever you're recruiting. Through social recruitment providers like AKG, you're going to be seeing a much happier workforce, and it's just a great service across the board.
I think it's important for employers to think differently about talent. There are so many talented individuals out there that are overlooked because of perceived barriers. I think with a more open-minded approach from employers to working with people with perceived barriers, it would open up their talent pool far further than what they're currently looking at.
It's difficult for employers now. Those with health conditions and disabilities is growing. The employers are kind of looking at this small pot of people that think that if I take from that pot, then I'm going to get somebody that is never ill, probably going to be the better than out of this pot of people that have got a disability. Actually, that's a myth. People that have a disability or, you know, with the right reasonable adjustments will most likely, you know, give less absenteeism.
Employers can recruit at volume and pace using inclusive recruitment practices. We had an opportunity that came out with one of our employers a few months ago. We got contacted on the Monday with 25 interview slots, and by the next Monday we had filled them 25 interview slots with people from diverse backgrounds, some of them neurodiverse, some of them with health challenges, some of them who were long-term unemployed. And we had a 25 out of 25 attendance rate, and we've had a high number of them already move into work.